Reading I Ching. Stand still. Change of lines. The lower part of stand still is composed of 3 lines of yin, which gives an impression that it is quite passive and static. If we consider it as a characteristic of a person, the one may seem a bit stubborn and small-minded. The first line of yin symbolizes the image of yourself following the determined course. It is a reasonable strategy to follow the best practices based on prior experiences. It is also good policy to behave in harmony with each other, without acting against other people's wills, in order to maintain the stability of the whole group. However, the same behavior may be interpreted differently in the second line of yin. It is of course good to live in harmony with others, but considering that we have just started to move toward the second level of the upper part of I Ching, we had better aim to achieve a higher ideal than that. It might be easy for you to simply follow the steps of other people, but it will not help you become a better person than you already are. However, it may be sometimes necessary to step away from the spotlight, and intentionally take some chance to recover yourself, by following your daily routine amongst other people. The third line of yin completely reverses the viewpoint. It is nice of you to follow others' opinions to some extent, without disrupting the harmony of the overall group. However, you come to think that it is not right to ignore your own desire, and blindly follow the general trend, even when you know that it will not help you realize your own vision. You do not need to blame yourself for being an opportunist, just because you prioritize your own desire over the whole group. You have to consider whether you are ready to accept the results of your own action, and decide objectively what you need to do right now. The upper part of the hexagram is now ruled by the power of yang only. As was done in the previous hexagram, I will try to interpret each line of the upper trigram, in comparison with the corresponding line of the lower one. The fourth line is yang. Some people may criticize that there is no practical benefit for yourself, even if you help others who share common interests with you, and actively support them to realize their dreams, but that is not quite true. You can make the whole community stable and healthy, by doing your best to one another. If you maintain trustworthy relationship with many people around you, you will be able to find someone on your side, who will readily reach out a helping hand, when it is your turn to fulfill your own dream. The fifth line is also yang. In the second line of the lower trigram, you took enough rest and recovered your central balance. Now that you are in a good shape, when the time of stability is finally over, and a chance to pursue your dream comes, you will be able to run forward with strong momentum that you have reserved so far. On the contrary, if you have simply been swept away by other people's opinions, you may not have been able to find out what it was that you really wanted for yourself, and when the stable situation comes to an end, and you need to explore your own path, you may end up wandering around aimlessly, or depending on other people too much. The last line is also yang. While the third line of yin made you realize that you were trapped in the stable reality, and that you should break out of such a stagnation, the corresponding third line of yang informs you that such routine days are finally over, and that you are at the verge of a new beginning. Although it is important to stop for a moment, and try to regain your composure, staying in one place forever means nothing but a retrogression. You will have to prepare yourself, in order to embrace the upcoming changes more readily.